Welcome to the Chocolate Muse. Episode 6 is all about the chocolate. Coming soon, the herbs and the adaptogens.
Hello, loves. Let me ask you something. What's your flavor? White, dark, or milk, or semi-sweet? You might be surprised to know this, but it's taken me years to really love chocolate. And yes, there's a story behind that. When I was younger, to limit the sharing of treats with me, my brothers told me that chocolate was made from crushed roaches. Yeah, I can still remember that exact feeling, that full body recoil, thinking, ugh, okay, never mind, I don't want any. My brothers are also singularly responsible for half of my childhood issues and half the time I spend in my closet meditating myself back to wholeness. I'm joking, of course, but you know how we are as kids. When we played cowboys and Indians, I was always the bad guy, tied to the chair until 10 minutes before my mom got home. But that's a story for another day. Now, here's the twist. Despite that early belief, I've been working with chocolate for decades. My first business was a small shop in my hometown called Nature's Gift. And the irony isn't lost on me that nearly 40 years later, I've come full circle, returning to nature again through herbs and adaptogens with my truffles. Because there really are no mistakes and no coincidences, I've learned a lot in this industry and I've seen a lot too. So let's talk about chocolate honestly. What matters in chocolate? Full disclosure, my chocolate is vegan. The herbs and adaptogens are organic. But here's the real point. When you find chocolate with 6 ingredients or fewer, and you can pronounce every one of them, that's a win. Our bodies know what to do with real food. They don't have to negotiate with chemicals, waxes, or fillers, which unfortunately are very common in mass-marketed chocolate. Let me give you an example. Vegan white chocolate, simple and clean, and the type that I use. The ingredients are cane sugar, palm kernel oil, brown rice syrup solid, sunflower lectin, the emulsifier that binds the chocolate, and vanilla extract. I can dig it. But honestly, palm kernel oil is, number 1, high in saturated fat, 2, offers no meaningful nutrients, 3, too much saturated fat can impact cholesterol for some people, and 4, not something you want as a primary daily fat. The bigger picture is, and this is the key part, in the amounts used in quality chocolate, palm kernel oil is not harmful, not medicinal, not something to fear. What matters most is, it has a short ingredient list, no hydrogenated oils, no artificial flavors, no wax, no fillers. It has 5 to 6 recognizable ingredients, no hydrogenation, no artificial junk. That is what I'm talking about. Why some people demonize this palm kernel oil? Well, it gets lumped into controversy because of environmental issues like chopping down trees in the forest, and in doing so irresponsibly, and ultra-processed foods that use it heavily. But that's an industry issue, not an ingredient in a truffle issue. I don't believe in ingredient fear. I believe in awareness. Palm kernel oil isn't a superfood, but in clean chocolate, it's a functional fat, not a villain. 2026 will find the chocolate muse making her very own chocolate, returning to cocoa butter as the base. But until then, you can trust I've done my due diligence to bring you clean, delicious chocolate in our Truffles. Now, let's compare that to a very popular non-vegan white chocolate. Ingredients are sugar, non-fat milk, partially hydrogenated vegetable oil, palm kernel oil, soybean oil, cornstarch, artificial flavor, salt, hydrogenated palm oil, and soy lecithin. 6 ingredients versus 11. No artificial flavors versus multiple processed oils. One is food, the other is a chemistry experiment. And my dark chocolate, and 2 ingredients. That's it. Unsweetened chocolate, cane sugar, boom. That's all. How this all came together? Here's the part that so humbles me. 6 months ago, I wasn't thinking about any of this. These truffles didn't come from spreadsheets or trend reports. They came to me in meditation and dreams. And honestly, that's how every meaningful idea in my life has arrived, all the way back to the very first business. So I made a promise to myself. If I was gonna honor these inspirations, I would do it with clean chocolate, organic herbs, and dairy-free fillings that respected the body. I'm perfecting my recipes every day, and I'm enjoying every step of the process. Enjoy them, savor them, and allow your body to adapt to the blessings within. But before I go, let me share some photos with you from a recent trip to San Francisco where we spent Christmas with my family. While walking through the airport, we came across another chocolate business called the Chocolate Market. What a find of chocolate deliciousness. I, of course, bought a few things to test out, and it was delightful. I'll put their info below in case you're traveling there soon. It's in the Southwest Terminal, and that's all I know. But thank you for spending time with me today. And as always, follow me for the next.